Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a memory plan with me for the week of October 4th through the 10th. It is a special video because it is a collab with my friend Maria, who is LDW_plans. I will have her video and channel linked down below, so make sure you go check out her video after you watch this one. So we are using the, I don't even remember what it was called, or if it was called anything, I don't know. I got it basically gifted to me from PlannaHannah, but it's like the horror movie, kit from Keatown. I did pull in some really badly cut red glitter headers, so I'm not even going to say where those are from, but I'm sure you can see the paper whenever I pull it in. I did screw up on Tuesday because I meant to do a full box extender, but I'll fix that later on. Let's see. Oh, the underlays are from PlannaHannah, and they're like the scary movie. I don't remember what they're called. I'm really bad at remembering things, I guess. But yeah, so they are the scary movie faces, and I do PR for PlannaHannah, so you can use my code, which is Carly15, to save 15% off, or if you're buying stuff that's on sale, you can just put my name in the notes and get my freebie. The week was kind of like a little messed up. Like this day I had to put a full box overlay on that, because literally it only came with 8 boxes, so no room for extra boxes. But yeah, this is also the week that I broke my ankle. But anyway, for our collab, we are answering, like, we picked out some kind of like spooky questions to answer. So I'm going to start with the 4 that she picked out. The first question is, would you spend a full night inside of a haunted house if someone paid you? I think it depends on the amount of money and if somebody else could be with me. I 100% would not be sleeping. And I would probably be scared shitless, but money's money. Next question is, how long do you think you would last in a horror movie? I would say either the whole time or not long at all. I think a lot of people are just dumb in horror movies, so I feel like I could, like, outsmart, you know, those people. But also, I'm not sure that I would want to live with, like, the trauma and everything that comes from. I'm probably getting, like, entirely too realistic with this, but I definitely would not want to live with the trauma that comes from getting out alive. What is the worst nightmare that I have ever had as a child? There's one that's like recurring that I had. It sounds really stupid, but I was being chased by like a ghost, and I'd wake up like out of breath and sweating, and it would happen like quite a bit. And then last question from Maria is, are you convinced that ghosts exist? And I'm gonna say yes. I had a ghost experience in one of the houses that I grew up in, as well as like other people in that house have experienced it as well. It wasn't like a negative experience or anything, just yeah, pretty spooky. And now on to the 4 questions that I chose. So the first one is there any horror movie you refuse to watch because commercials scared you too much? And yes, a lot of paranormal movies, like movie commercials, would scare me into not wanting to watch them. I think Insidious was like a really bad one. I'm not even sure if we've watched that. But I can usually do like gore, scary clowns, or like really anything, but paranormal stuff scares the shit out of me, hence the, you know, nightmare that was recurring when I was a kid. Also, I'm going to interrupt my questions right now to say that I'm using what used to be the Carly foil bundle from PlannaHannah. Like, it was the first foil bundle she ever did back in the day. But I had it left over from last year, so I did pull that in. And then the silver overlays are also from, I think, Chris Press. It's just overlay tape. Anyway, back to the questions. Would I buy a doll that I knew was haunted? Hell no. I'm not about to live the Annabelle life. No thanks. In the zombie apocalypse, what would be my weapon of choice? My weapon of choice would be a katana, which is a sword. If you've ever watched The Walking Dead, you know that Michonne has one, and yeah, I just think it would be really fun to slice some zombies with one. And then the last question that I had asked was, are you afraid of clowns? And I'm not, but honorable mention, I think it was like 2016 or 2017, that I don't know, like, everybody thought it would be hilarious to dress up as killer clowns and go everywhere or whatever. I don't even remember where that originated from, but that was a pretty spooky time, because I was always like, oh my god, some clown's just gonna walk out of my woods one day, but it never happened. That's the only reason, like, that's the only way I would be scared of a clown, is if it just, like, randomly walked out of my woods. But I would be scared of anything, regardless, if it just walked out of the woods by my apartment, so, yeah. That was it for the questions, and I hope that everyone goes and watches Maria's video after this and listens to her answers. I did switch out that one glitter header for a red one. I think maybe just to put more red in here. Obviously, I'm also pairing silver with the spread, and the date numbers are also from an older foil bundle. It was actually named after her sister. That came out around last Christmas from PlannaHannah. Now she obviously has like red foil in her shop because I'm using red foiled underlays, but she didn't back in the day. So, there's not a lot of time left in the base. I do use the blood drip little icon sheet or whatever for the, instead of like a flag or deco in the corner, which looks really cool. But yeah, that's from my shop. Anyway, starting with the day-to-day, I do put October on top of that blood drip, and then the PM routine is from my shop. I literally don't fill out my sidebar at all because this week was a shit show, but I use the bundled up icon from, I think it was a sheet from Once More with Love. But anyway, Monday my son, my oldest, stayed home, so I used a little house icon from the Honeybee shop to mark that. He actually was home Monday through Thursday because waiting on COVID test results are ridiculous. Our urgent cares are like asymptomatic only, so if he like had a sore throat or a stuffy nose, he couldn't go to that one. I also pull in like a bunch of, like, this is not from the cat obviously, but I pull in like red items from my leftovers. But yeah, I'm marking designing with an iPad icon from PlannaHannah and a design script from my shop. And then I do mark that my son got a COVID test. I have to cover up like the icon with a gray, it was like a dark gray header thing. The format for this kit really did not work for me, but yeah. I use a stethoscope from Crafty Planner Co. to mark that my son got a COVID test this day. And then below that I marked that I watched One Tree Hill with a custom from PlannaHannah and a circle TV icon from Scribble Prints Co. After I get done with all of that, I do mark that I got Happy Mail, and the wax cup is from like the Halloween box from Fantasy Wax Melts, and then the bat mailer, like the bat envelope, is from my shop, which is CARLEAPLANS on Etsy, if you did not know. And then the Happy Mail script, I think, is from Saucy Stickers, something like that. But then I marked that I played with stickers, and I used a sticker sheet icon from Crafty Planner Co. to mark that. And then this is the night that we watched the Amityville Horror. It was the original, which I've never seen before, but I used a Once More with Love, like, scary movie icon, and the Amityville Horror script is from PlannaHannah, another movie that scared the bejesus out of me back in the day. That was one. But Tuesday, the most eventful day of my life. The first thing I'm marking is payday very horribly with a flag and a dollar bill icon from Scribble Prints Co. and payday script from PlannaHannah. It looks like shit, but then below that I mark that it's the day we were going to see Attila, so I used Nightingale Paper Company Winston with music around him. And then my twins did not get on the bus this day, so I used a Crafty Planner Co. Bus icon for that. Later on, I used a Coffee Monsters Co., I think. I don't know. A face to mark that we had no water. So, yeah, that was fun. We didn't have water for hours that day. But then we decided to go to my mom's, and on the way to my mom's, I got Starbucks, so I used a icon and Starbucks run script from Scribble Prints Co. to mark that. And then I use a, like, mad girl showering, from Fox and Cactus to mark that I showered at my mom's. My mom has the smallest, like, shower known to man, I swear to God. I knocked down, like, every single thing that was in her shower. Anyway, then I marked watching One Tree Hill, which I mark the same way. This is actually the week that I finished watching, like, I finished the series. So I only marked it some of these days, but I marked it the same way. And then I marked getting ready, so I used to get glam script from Scribble Prints Co. and the, like, Kat Von D eyeshadow palette from my goth makeup sheet in my shop. And then I used a little location point from my shop to mark that we went to Rochester, which is where the concert was. And then I used a heart band-aid icon to mark that I injured my ankle. I just put that because I didn't actually know at that point it was broken. It's been a wild, like, week since then, but yeah. So moving on to Wednesday, I marked that I was in pain using a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji with, like, it's like an x-ray thing, and there's, like, little exclamation points. And then below that I marked that I was stuck in bed because I literally could not walk on my ankle. Like, Tuesday when it broke, I went and sat in a chair, iced it, and then went back out to the show. But then I had to, like, tap out and cried all the way to the car because it hurt so bad. But anyway, I was stuck in bed on Wednesday, so I marked that with a bed from Terrence's Sticker Shop. And I cried a whole hell of a lot because it hurt really, really bad. So I used a crybaby script from PlannaHannah and a crying munchkin from Once More Love. And then I took a nap this day, so I am probably trying to find a flag to mark that. When I do, I use a Fruity Sticker Co. Pillow and a nap script from Letters to Apollo to mark that. And then I watched One Tree Hill. This is actually the day that I finished One Tree Hill. So I used the Scribble Prints Co. TV and One Tree Hill script from PlannaHannah, and I actually started watching This Is Us this day. So yeah, used a TV icon from my shop and a This Is Us script from Pink Diamond Planner Co. And then on Thursday I finally found an urgent care that's not asymptomatic testing or gonna take 6 hours to be seen. So I marked going to urgent care with a paper and milk Maru, like Dr. Maru. And then this is the day that I found out I had a fibular ankle fracture. They actually told me it was non-displaced, but it turns out it is displaced. It was displaced. But I used a heart band-aid from my shop to mark that. And then I got some medicine from them sent to my pharmacy, so we went and picked that up. And I used a Nightingale Paper Company Winston with a med bottle and an RX refill script from Sticker Guru to mark that. My youngest was very, very sweet this day and hung out with me in bed, so I used a Coffee Monsters Co. like little hugging emojis to mark that I cuddled with Jude. The cuddles and with Jude are both from PlannaHannah. And watched more This Is Us. I marked this the same way throughout the week, I believe, but with a TV from my shop, and This Is Us script from Pink Diamond Planner Company. And then I was in my head this day, so I used a sad face from one of the shops and in my head script from a shop that's no longer open. And then the first thing that I mark on Friday is it was my cousin Cassie's birthday. So I used this little Winston and a red balloon foiled icon from SBC to mark that. And I uploaded my Plan With Me this week on Friday, because obviously things were not going right, but the upload script and the icon are both from PlannaHannah. And then I had a YouTube binge. I'm starting to like mess up my words because I never talk this much at once. But I use a little play button icon from the Coffee Monsters Co. and a YouTube binge script from PlannaHannah. And then below that I marked that I did voiceover, obviously before I uploaded, but yeah. So the voiceover script is from PlannaHannah and the little microphone is from my shop. And then I did some planning this day, so I used a flag from my leftovers and a bat cloud in red from my shop, and a planning time script from Sticker Guru to mark that. And then my sister-in-law and her husband came over, but let's be real, I really only cared about my sister-in-law coming over, which I don't use this box for. But yeah, I marked that with a Once More with Love, like, I don't know, Friends, Munchkins. And then watched more This Is Us. So, mark that the same way. Saturday, the first thing that I marked was working on orders. Even though my leg is broken, I am pretty accessible, I guess. I don't know. It's very easy for me to raise my leg, like keep my leg lifted and work on orders. I don't know. So nothing's really changed in like production or anything. But I used a cutting machine from my shop and a work script from PlannaHannah. And then watched more This Is Us, so mark that the same way. Sorry if you just heard my dryer. And then I did like a lot of designing this day, I believe. So I marked that with a iPad from PlannaHannah and a script from my shop. And then my husband made nachos for dinner. So I marked that with a Sugar Pop Fizz, like nacho platter sticker. And then I did my first like shop swap, like shop credit swap with another shop, which is Nightingale Paper Company, and I'm so excited to get my order. She's actually the first character stickers shop that I ordered from, so that's really exciting that I got to swap store credit with her. Anyway, I used I don't know why I'm marking that first, but the bunny slippers are from my shop, and the Lazy Day script is from Script Prince Co. Because I had a lazy day. Every day is technically lazy as I don't really move, but anyway, I marked the first swap with a Nightingale Paper Company sticker because I thought that would be perfect. And then on Sunday, the first thing that I marked is working on orders again. I marked that with a cutting machine from my shop and work script from PlannaHannah again. And then I marked watching This Is Us, but this time I used a silver circle TV icon. I kind of annoy myself with how much I move stickers because I put them down crooked all the time. Anyway, below that I marked filming. I used a camera from my shop and a film script from PlannaHannah to mark that. I probably filmed like, I don't know, a haul or something. I think I probably filmed a lot on this day, but I marked that I pulled stickers using a pull sticker script from my shop and a like sticker sheet icon from Crafty Planner Co. again. And then the last thing that I marked on Sunday was being sad, so I used a sad face from PlannaHannah as well as a sad bitch script from PlannaHannah. So I actually really enjoy how this spread came out, like with the little pops of red and everything. Here it is all finished, and I do go through what's left in the kit, but if you enjoyed this video and like to see more, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you are not already, and I will see you next time. Bye!